It's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants. That where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown! Falcons.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Is from deep in the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown! That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
To happen, incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down, Howell now. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continue. Another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
second down, here's Barkley again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for the first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
And you also just sit back doing a throw on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone. And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with it.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Powell. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when they do that.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. First down, Howell to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hal throwing on 3rd down here. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second down, Howell back to pass. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are going completely right. They're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and no interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down. They've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Off play action. It's Howell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Howell throwing on first down here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Curry up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. They find some open field here.
That good for 19 on a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 4th and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Powell out of the shotgun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Pass complete. David Montgomery the target. Touchdown! David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they're
is going to run it here up the middle. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing on second and long. Jones looking middle, and that's complete.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check on that. It is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks and
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Algier. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before they could get much out of it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Howell down to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, because I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Giants.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now they go play action with Howell. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Stiff-armed him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both made this a successful drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same time.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get it.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call a backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room and no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
Second down and goal. Powell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points up.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing left side. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 2nd and goal, Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Another interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Running off tackle with Montgomery. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Powell.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking